2 others injured in a cattle raid incident in Suyan area in Samburu North Sub-County. An unknown number of cattle were also stolen during the Thursday evening incident. Confirming the incident, Samburu Central OCPD Alex Rotich said that among the deceased, 6 were herders while 9 of them were bandits.
Tension is high in Suyan area in Samburu North Sub-County following the death of 15 people in an exchange of gunfire between herders and bandits who raided the area to steal cattle. An unknown number of cattle was stolen in the Thursday evening incident.
Mwili ile tumepata kuona hapa msituni ni 9 ya wale raiders walikuwa wamevamia pande hii, na wale community ingine ni mwili 5.
Ningependa tu kuomba ofisi ya Matiani, ikiwa mtu mmoja saa ingine inakufa pahali moja tu, utaona mandege kila pahali. Kutoka saa 10 jana mpaka leo hatujaona chochote imetoka Nairobi kuja kuangalia watu wanakufia wanasosania nini, ama watu wamekufa kiasi hii hatujaona.
Na nafikiri serikali isipochukua hatua, itakuwa na serikali nyingine hapa ambaye serikali ya Kenya hawezi kucontrol. Kile ninaona inakuwa mbaya kabisa. Hata vijana wetu hawatawezana na hawa, hata polisi hapa hawatawezana. Kwa hivyo ni vema vizuri kabisa Matiang'i akuje na ile timu yake wako naye huko Nairobi.
Meanwhile, 6 people died when bandits attacked a vehicle they were traveling in along the Marsabit-Badassa Road in Marsabit Central Sub-County Thursday evening. 11 other passengers sustained gunshot injuries and were rushed to Marsabit County Referral Hospital, where they are undergoing treatment. The county has recorded several security incidents with varying impacts in the past 2 years, with the area leaders now demanding that the government urgently intervenes. For Lunchtime News, I'm Safin Aching Oma.
Still on the same, the government has issued a directive banning carrying of a wide range of weapons, including knives and assortment of other weapons by individuals in towns and shopping centers in Laikipia County. Laikipia County Police Commander John Nyoike says the move is aimed at reducing increasing cases of attacks and threats by individuals against each other in some of the trading centers.
According to the County Commander of Police, John Nyoike, the ban comes into force with immediate effect, and anyone found with such items will risk being arrested and prosecuted in court. The County Commander issued the ban during a security sensitization meeting held at Maundumeri village in Laikipia North. The meeting was also attended by County Commissioner Joseph Kanyiri, Laikipia North MP Sarah Lekorere, and local community leaders. On her part, Lekorere and Laikipia West officer in charge of the National Police Reservist, Simon Eturen, called on the government to increase the number of National Police Reservists in the troubled areas to help boost security patrols and tackle emerging crimes.
Suluhisho iko kwa serikali, watupatie hiyo NPR na wafacilitate hiyo NPR na waboost ile security patrols, na pia waongeze ile security bases kama hiyo ya Dombe, kama hiyo ya Social, at least tuhakikishe Laikipia iko salama.
NPR wale tumepata kwa rangers tuko wachache zaidi. Kwa tumeapply mbeleni ya kwamba tuongezee rangers NPR kwa rangers.
Lekorere has also called on the government to carry out a disarmament exercise in the region, noting there were still so many firearms in the hands of civilians.
Still on matters security, Coast Regional Commissioner John Lung'ata has ordered the security agencies launch a large anti-smuggling crackdown across the region. Now, Lung'ata directed security personnel and the Kenya Revenue Authority officers along the Kenya-Tanzania border in Kwale County to do more thorough inspection of goods. He urged the border officials in Vanga and Shimoni, border points to crack down hard on rampant smuggling of contraband goods from Tanzania. At the same time, the regional commissioner also visited the Lunga one-stop border post, where he also chaired a security meeting on curbing the smuggling of goods menace.
Bila kujulikana na wale ambao wanastahili kujulikana. Huo ni udhaifu kwa upande wetu wa KRA of course na polisi. Tungependa tustawishe mji huu wa Shimoni, tujenge port itufaidishe sisi. Tusikubali kabisa haya mambo mengine ya kona.
In other news, Egerton University workers have issued a 7-day strike notice over what they have termed as sustained and systematic industrial injustices and employer cruelty. The workers on Thursday temporarily withdrew their services as they marched through the institution under the leadership of their various labor union officials.
The workers are drawn from the Kenya Union of Domestic, Hotels, Educational Institutions, Hospital and Allied Workers KUDEHA, Kenya University Staff Union KUSO, and University Academic Staff Union UASU. The unions, in their joint statement, regretted that the university management had continued to act against their negotiated and signed 2017-2021 National Collective Bargaining Agreement.
Woke up to the tragic news that their employer, Egerton University, had yet again disregarded the return to work formula and even went further to outrageously slash their hard-earned salaries and benefits without any remorse.
The workers further decried that the university had failed to remit statutory deductions to the respective agencies despite slashing them from their pay.
Non-remission of statutory and third-party deductions, including pension, medical care, bank, circle and insurance remittances, occasioning pecuniary embarrassment, including listing by CRB and property recovery by creditors.
They are now calling for action from the relevant authorities.
Egerton staff are clearly left with no recourse but to protest the gross violation of their CBA and human rights and fundamental freedoms. Consequently, members demand full and unconditional payment of their owed dues as per the 2020 return to work formula and the 2017-2021 CBA in accordance with the January 2021 court ruling.
Nancy Okware, Lunchtime News.
And now on matters health, residents of Migori County have been urged not to let their guard down and strictly continue observing the Ministry of Health COVID-19 protocols. Health officers in the area say the country is not out of the woods yet, and failure to abide by the protocols could trigger a new wave of infections.
Migori County Referral Hospital during the handover of ICU and critical care equipment donation from a local NGO worth over 6 million, the County Executive Committee member for Health, Kefa Nyamita, warned that many locals had abandoned the health protocols immediately President Uhuru Kenyatta eased COVID-19 restrictions.
We'd like to and request people, the community, to know that despite the fact that the bans were, curfews were lifted, there is still existence of COVID-19, and we should take care. The protocols required should be followed.
The leaders encouraged the uptake of COVID-19 vaccines, which they decried was very low in the county despite the availability of enough doses.
We ask people to be wary of COVID. The cure of COVID is a bit too expensive, and so we must protect ourselves. And that is what I would like to add the community in Migori.
The leaders noted herd immunity will only be realized if members of the public embrace the ongoing COVID-19 vaccination drive.
Moving on, Mont Kenya University co-founder Professor Simon Gisharu has challenged Kenyans to celebrate their heroes while alive. Speaking at Mont Kenya University main campus in Thika, Kiambu County during the formal opening of Mwai Kibaki Convention Center, Professor Gisharu said that the facility was a crucial reason for immortalizing a Kenyan who has made immeasurable contributions in what the country has turned out to be. Mwai Kibaki Convention Center is an ultra-modern facility for meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions. The convention center is designed to accommodate 2,000 participants.
Societies that fail to celebrate and immortalize their heroes run the risk of condemning themselves to eternal worship of.
Now, casual laborers working at the construction site of Karato Stadium in Gatundu North have threatened to down their tolls over delayed payments. The workers claim they have not received their wages since works at the stadium stalled 8 months ago.
Of a disappointed lot. This group of casual laborers has gathered here to protest the failure by their employer to honor their contract agreements. The construction workers say their manager has withheld their labor wages for over 8 months. Bernard Kuria, a casual laborer, claims that he has not received money amounting to 20,000 shillings for work done at the site.
Hatukulipwa mishahara yetu. Hadi wa leo huwa tuna complain kuhusu hizo pesa na hatujaizipata. Hivyo tungeomba serikali ama contractor aweze kutulipa ili tuweze kufanya mambo yetu tuko nayo.
Mimi ndiye nilikuwa napikia wafanyikazi karibu 60 ndio nilikuwa nawapelekea chakula, wanakula kwangu na wanafidi watoto wao na mpaka kununua kwa duka, kuchukua vitu kwa duka. Sasa mimi kazi yangu ilibidi isabaratike kabisa mpaka ikanibidi nifunge kazi.
Margaret Njeri, another worker, says that she opted for work at the site to raise medical fees for her ailing husband, but the present drama has thrown her into worry.
Kwa nimesimamia familia yangu wakati huo na sasa kukakaa bwana yangu akaaga kaniachia watoto wawili, mmoja ako study 8, so sijui nitatoa pesa ya kumpeleka secondary wapi.
A local pastor, Gatiba Wagitau, called for the completion of the stadium as promised by President Uhuru Kenyatta a while ago.
Marais wetu, kabla utoke kwa uraisi, ebu jaribu vile huu uwanja wa Karato utamalizika ili watoto wetu wasiwe wanaenda bali kucheza, wawe wanakuja hapa katika huu uwanja.
Yusuf Hilo, Lunchtime.
1,000 households in Mbeere South and Mbeere North sub-counties of Embu County are in dire need of relief food owing to ongoing drought ravaging the area. In Kilifi, however, the county government has commenced the distribution of relief food and water to families hit hard by drought.
Rainfall failure in the last season hampered harvest for farmers in Embu County, a situation that has forced residents to seek food from the neighboring Tharaka Nithi County. County Commissioner Abdullahi Galgalo is advising the residents to plant drought-resistant crops to enhance food security.
Kuna chakula zile za kienyeji ambazo sisi tumefundishwa na mababu zetu, kama sogam, kama ile wimbi, nduma. Hizo ndio zinaita drought-resistant crops. Naomba mpande hizo ili tusiwe na hali ya njaa.
In Kilifi, the county government has begun the distribution of relief food and water to needy residents. Speaking in Ganze sub-county, where he distributed 300 bags of maize and 100 bags of beans, Governor Amason Kingi said his government had deployed resources under the drought response docket to assist families.
Kama serikali ya county, tumeweka mikakati ya kuna kwamba angalau wakazi wa Ganze na wale wote ambao ni waathiriwa wa ukame huu wamepata bega la kuegemea wakati huu mgumu. Kwa hivyo tuna mipangilio ya kupeleka maji na pia tuna mipangilio ya kupeleka chakula kwa wale waathirika.
Ganze, Magarini, Kilifi and Rabai sub-counties are the worst hit by the drought attributed to total crop failure for the last 3 years. Livestock are dying due to lack of pasture and water.
And in the political arena, a section of Kirinyaga residents under the People's Forum umbrella body have rubbished the recent move by some leaders in the region to appoint Senator Charles Kifiro as the county Jubilee spokesperson. Now, the residents argue that the senator was elected as an independent candidate and therefore should keep off Jubilee party affairs.
Even before Kirinyaga Senator Charles Kifiro embarks on his newly given role as the county's Jubilee spokesman, divisions have emerged on his suitability to hold the position. A section of residents say Governor Anne Waiguru, who recently decamped to the UDA party, is still the county's spokesperson, and the senator cannot talk on behalf of the Jubilee party as he was elected independently.
We don't have any other coordinator. Our coordinator is Anne Mombi Waiguru. Na huyu Kifiro tunamjua kwa maana tulimchagua na independent party. Na sasa nauliza alijoin Jubilee lini? Process za kujoin alikuja lini? Sasa hatutaki tuletewe mtu ambaye hatujawahi kuona akigia kwa Jubilee.
Meanwhile, Nairobi Women Representative Esther Passaris has called on Kenyans to take advantage of the ongoing voter registration and enlist themselves as voters.
Can't complain about the leadership if you don't vote. You can't say that you're not going to vote because you don't think it will count. Every vote counts. It's when you don't vote that your vote doesn't get counted.
This as UDA Party National Treasurer Omingo Magara has rubbished claims of UDA youth defecting to other parties, claiming the outfit is gaining popularity in regions previously perceived to be ODM strongholds.
Sisi kama chama hatujafanya uchaguzi wowote ili kwa tuseme viongozi ambao tumechagua wamepewa vyeo wamehama. Wale wamehama ni wale wanajipandika kwamba ni wanachama wetu, ile hali sisi wenyewe tutachagua viongozi mashinani. Ni sasa tumepangilia kama chama kwenda kujaza zile vyeo. Wale walihama walikuwa wanahama kutoka nyumba fulani kuingia kwa nyingine. Wengine ambao wanajiita youth, wengine wakati early 50s. Na mimi niko na bahati ya kwamba nina register ya UDA hapa na ninajua wengine walikuwa ODM. Sasa hawa ni move from ODM A to ODM B, or perhaps wale ambao hajajua kama ni NB wanaingia OKA.
For Lunchtime News, I'm Gladys Mungai.
Now let's talk business, where Kenya and Uganda are engaged in a major trade row after Kampala seized more than 300 tons of fish destined for the Democratic Republic of Congo. Efforts by officials from the two sides to de-escalate the tiff have proved futile, with Ugandan officials accusing Kenyan fish traders of illegally fishing in Ugandan waters. The traders say the fish stock worth more than 50 million shillings is now likely to go to waste.
Efforts to solve the ongoing row have been futile despite the various meetings between traders, Ugandan officials and Kenyan government officials. The 300 tons of fish destined for the Congolese market was seized by Uganda border security agent last month, with officials accusing the Kenyan traders of fishing in Ugandan waters. During a meeting with the deputy director in charge of fisheries at the Ministry of Agriculture, Titus Kilonzo on Wednesday urged the government to resolve the recurring trade rows at the Busia border, which cost them millions of shillings every year.
There is serious engagement ambayo inaendelea between our country and the country of Uganda kuhakikisha kwamba wewe mfanyabiashara wa Kenya, wakati unapeleka samaki yako kupitia Uganda ama wakati unapeleka mahali popote, you are assured that you have a smooth journey mpaka mahali utafika.
The trade tiff between Kenya and Uganda has always been a flashpoint threatening to sour diplomatic relations between the two East African neighbors. The traders say Kampala officials continue to impose harsh policies on Kenyan fish exporters, yet Uganda fishmongers freely access Mombasa port through Busia and Malaba border posts before ferrying their fish to Europe with ease.
Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali, tafadhali mtutafutie njia ya kupita kwenda DRC. We don't sell our fish in Uganda. Tunauza DRC Congo. Hatuna ndege ya kubeba hizi mzigo, unaona zimejaa kwa soko. Samaki ziko hapa, samaki ziko kwa masto, hakuna vile tunaweza peleka hii samaki huko.
Last week, angry traders blocked the Busia one-stop border point in protest after Uganda officials failed to release the impounded trucks, saying they are yet to receive a directive from their seniors in Kampala. Reporting for Lunchtime News, I am Teresa Mutai.
And in the sports arena, a veteran Baldev Chaga, winner of the first mini rally in 2018, leads a strong field in the mini classic rally at the end of a first day that saw competitors start in Nairobi and finish in the shadows of Mont Kilimanjaro. His Porsche 911 leads Geoff Bell's Datsun 240Z and legend Ian Duncan's Rover V8.
Many drivers were using the first stage from Konabaridi to Kajiado to settle in and relearn their cars after a long absence from the world's greatest safari rally. That placed Ian Duncan's situation was exaggerated as he had to replace his cars days before the start. His co-driver Anthony Naisen said that they were getting ready with another car and then had to pull one out of the garage at the last minute. The three stages covered nearly 200 competitive kilometers that epitomized the unique character of the East African Safari Classic Rally, with its challenging dirt roads, stunning picture postcard scenery, and exotic wildlife. For the first time in Rally Raid, Extrans had been admitted to the East African Safari Classic Rally. The top three a clean sweep for CRT vehicles, led by Mike Ross, followed by Mark Glenn and Rossfield. Competitors can expect fast and twisty tracks, but with unclean weather in the area, conditions could change quickly. Daniel Mwendwa, Sports.
Well, that brings us to the end of our bulletin this afternoon. Thank you for choosing Lunchtime News. My name is Jacky Wambiru. Our sign language interpreter is Lucy Moore. For more news, check out our website at kbc.co.ke. Well, enjoy the rest of the day.
Desperate times.
Imetuadhiri sana.